What's up guys, Kolgarr here. So I'm back with another Nade tutorial video. People seem to really like the last one, so I'm gonna make another one. This is gonna be for Dust Shield, Outpost, and Rust. So I have nades that are probably pretty basic, like the last video. If you're new to the game, this might be helpful. If you've played the game for a while, you might know most of these nades. But we're still going to do it anyway and just show you the nades that I get the most kills with on those maps. The first nade I want to show you is one that actually lands on 2. A lot of times people are holding this at the start of rounds or even mid rounds, maybe if you're a player up or so. This is a really beneficial nade because a lot of times people stand up on that barrel and you're able to kill them in that corner. So essentially you line up this edge of the door frame with this inner edge of the door frame. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you know, maybe you can see a little sunlight. But this little cloud makes an indentation. You put your crosshair, run, jump, throw. It lands right there by the barrel. The next nade that's really beneficial is one that actually lands in mid. Now this is great off the start of rounds because people are pushing out mid into upper 6. So you usually get some kills with this, especially if people are impatient. There's not really a lineup for this one. It's kind of just a general area to throw, but you do want to get in the corner between this box here, and then maybe you line it up with this edge and just kind of up in the middle and run, jump, throw. It lands right there at the doors, so you'll get people that are coming out. Now another nade I use a lot at the start of rounds is one that goes into 8. If people are doing a B rush, this nade usually catches them off guard. It's a very precise lineup. If you move your crosshair even a little bit, you're not going to hit it. But I'll show you here. You line up this just up against it. And you want to put your crosshair on the edge, the very corner of this little piece here of the wall. And then you run and throw, no jumping. And it lands right there in 8. So a lot of people on Dust Shield will throw a nade that goes directly into 1. Now, usually on offense, I throw the same nade. I don't really have a lot of different ones because I'm usually covering A off the start. So I never learned the lineup for that one, but I will show you one that a nade actually lands inside A site, which gets a lot of people as they are rotating through, or the people who cover A. This is kind of a pretty precise lineup as well. If you notice these bars, got this bar here and this bar here, you want to make sure that they're lined up. It looks like one, and then you walk forward so that this bar, you can barely see it above this. So you got here. Take the corner of this awning, move it kind of square in line with the edge of this pole, like this. This one you want to run really close to the wall, and then you release. As you can see, it lands right there in A, and a lot of times people are waiting for nades and stuff, so you might actually get some kills with it. These are all my Dust Shield nades. Let's move on to Outpost. Alright, here we are on Outpost. So most of you who watch me play the game on Twitch or on YouTube know that I play A side on Outpost. This is easily the nade that I get the most kills with. Usually people are rushing A fast, and so you just kind of walk up to this green missile container, line up your crosshair with just the edge of this, and then just throw. And it will land right outside as people are rushing. You'll get a lot of kills with it if they're doing A rushes. Do that right off the start of the round. So for some reason I'm watching B on Outpost. I'll throw this nade at the start of the round just to help the people on A. Now, usually when I'm on A, someone else is throwing this nade to help me as well. If they're doing an A rush, that A nade covers the people who are rushing fast, and this nade covers the people who are running slow. So essentially what you want to do is you get on the corner of this blue bin, put your crosshair right in the corner of this V. You just run, jump, and throw. And it lands inside the stairway. Now, I wasn't going to include this nade because it is probably the most basic nade on Outpost in Black Squad, but I've gotten so many kills with it, I figured I had to add it just in case some people don't use it. So, essentially, off the start of the round, a lot of times people, if they're trying to catch you off guard, will rush B side on defense and they'll push out. So you can either throw this nade and it lands on the stairway, or if you go a little bit to the right, it'll actually bounce off the wall and hit people that are coming out just a little bit faster. Like I said, very basic, but very effective. Another really basic nade that will get you some kills is on A side on offense. So it's pretty basic, and a lot of times people actually wait for this nade now. Sometimes, if you're newer, you can catch some people off guard that aren't used to it. So you get in the corner here, up against the wall, kind of just in the middle of this pillar, and then a little bit high in the air. You run a little bit, jump. This will go directly under 2, and you'll get people that are first coming onto the site at the start of the round. Now, this nade I'm the most excited about because this is one that I ended up taking a bunch of time learning myself. I'm sure there's a different lineup for this nade, and I'm sure you could find it. It might be easier, but this is how I learned it, as I spent, an hour trying to figure out nades one day in Outpost. So a lot of times people are covering B from big stairs up top. It's a really hard position to kill someone from unless you're just straight up rushing the site. It's a really advantageous defensive position because you're covering people that are going up the stairs into sight, and you can also see in the balcony. What people aren't looking for is a nade to come through the mid window. So if you notice this satellite here, that's a main part of my lineup. So as I run up, I want to get this post, this corner of this yellow post, lined up with this satellite. As you can see, this part of the post covers up this part of the antenna, and you want this part of the post to be in the middle of the satellite. Now what you're going to do is get over one into this section of railing. Kind of put your nade in the middle, then you run, jump. That lands right at the top of B stairs, and you'll get a lot of kills with it. So that covers all my nades for Outposts. Let's move on to Rust. There's only one nade I want to show you guys in this map. It gets me the most amount of kills, and it's really the only nade that I use. Most of the time, if you're not throwing this nade, once you get out on 9 or 10, you're just throwing nades to back 11 or maybe top 8 to get people off their spots on defense. But if you throw this nade on the start of the round, you actually might get people that are trying to rotate into the site. So when people are going into B, they usually go up ramp, and then they go through the 8 alley, go to 8 or even 11 or B site. So a lot of times people will throw this nade from the corner. Now what that will do is that will get the nade in front of 8, which is fine. You might get some kills there. If you actually do a little bit different of a lineup, you get a better chance of getting people as they're rotating because it's going to land in 8 alley. What you do is you get over on this railing and you line up this black pole with the rusty pole here. And then you want to get up to this little black spot of the silo. Up in line with this, then you just run, jump. Will actually bounce off the wall and land into the 8 alley. And you're going to get a lot of kills with that one. Thank you guys for watching my second nade tutorial. If you guys enjoy this kind of stuff, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe. I'm going to be posting more content other than just Black Squad on my channel in the future. However, there's going to be a lot more Black Squad content to come. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching.